Good morning. It is 5:57 a.m. Chicago time, and it is March 21st. First day of spring, right? So, take a look at the risk disclosure and hypothetical performance disclaimer on the website before trading. And on our calendar this week, first thing to note is we're coming into the end of the quarter and end of the month. So your portfolio managers for the E-mini will be closing out their positions, maybe trying to get a little bit more juice out of that market, but they're going to be closing those to book their profits. Make no mistake about that. And the first sign of trouble, they're going to be out of that market. I guarantee it. And we might get some April showers before our May go away this year. So be very careful at the top of the E-mini. Coming into our calendar today, we've got a very light calendar on the U.S. front. Existing home sales today. I've got some FOMC speakers this afternoon, so be careful with that. They might be trying to talk back up that interest rate, but I don't think there's going to be anything they can do. It was very clear that the chairman wanted to send the dollar down right now to try to get inflation up. Tuesday is our big day. Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to be trading the euro with all of these great manufacturing and economic CPI and PMI and PPI reports coming out all over the Eurozone. So Tuesday and Thursday for the Eurozone. We've got our own manufacturing PMI coming out, and then API crude stocks will come out later. And then Wednesday, of course, we've got our EIA, new home sales. But Thursday again for the Eurozone following up. So very good opportunities to trade around that euro. And Thursday we have a core durable goods orders and initial jobless claims. Friday we're going to be on a holiday and for Easter, and our GDP comes out. So a short week, and it's going to be mainly hyphenated around what's going to happen to that euro. And speaking of which, we have a current bull flag that looks like it might be breaking right now as we speak. Came down to the 38.2 to the tick. These technical traders, the way they do this is just amazing. Hit this support and it's just bouncing. So whether this holds or sinks in for a further retracement one tranche lower, who knows? But for right now, it's looking good for the euro to maybe continue up and out on this thing and take this on up to a higher level. We've got the weekly daily 60-15 all green as we do, and crude turned over also. So we just hit the bottom of the river of gold where it's going to bounce, pull back, and I'd like to see it bounce up and through this to get to the other side and start trading this up. Here's the place for the pullback, and we'll see how far that pullback gets or whether it's just going to push up and over. This is a very thin value area. Won't take much to get to the other side on that. Just nothing. So we'll see what happens after this initial. You see to the tick, people. You seeing this? I put these levels on my chart for a good reason. This is just amazing. That y'all get to see what I see when they hit my levels and bounce. So we're going to get some good price action in the euro right now. There's nothing there. If I put it on my generic, you can see that I have my green starting. So the generic is the weekly daily 60-15 with the open to close. It's just not the open outcry. The open outcry, if you move it to currencies, won't start until we get our open outcry at 7:20 Central my time. But you can tell that the that the conditions are there right now to trade long on the euro. Um, so we'll just leave it there. And trade this puppy up. Take a look at the crude market, and we've got the same situation. We don't have our open outcry for the energy. So if I move it down to my generic, I don't have my generic barred in yet, but it surely will, you would think, anytime with my, I need this candle to close and I'll have my first signal on my generic to kick in. And it's pulling back off of the previous point of control to the tick. Do you see that? Came right up to that previous point of control and bounced again. So I need to get this up and over and closer to that um, river of gold. Here is my 30-minute. So I really want to get this over the 50 EMA. So we can start pressing these longs again. Momentum is moving up, so we'll either see if this inflects back down or continues up. This is an inflection point that we're at right now on crude. And we've got the weekly daily 60-15 in our favor. So I've got an upward bias, obviously, to trade crude. So I don't have my E-mini chart up, but rest assured that this is going to be a mixed market as the funds and the portfolio managers decide whether they're going to try to squeeze out the last bit of juice on this whatever's left on the top side before they start bailing. And I mean bailing on this. The end of the month, the end of the quarter is coming. So be very, very, very careful and be watching to see if this rolls over and continues to roll over. We'll take a look at the ES in my trade room, but I just don't have my charts up yet. Sorry. So y'all be careful. I'm going to be concentrating on crude and the euro myself, and be looking for continued forward movement from those two markets. Thank you so much and have a good day.